You know, have nowhere to keep them. The thing want to move out. Got the man come spray the roach infested house. Are you serious? No, you're done. Tell you, the kids said don't let me reach that point, Don't let me reach it. Me not nice. God knows I'm not nice when we reach that point.
Hello guys, as you can hear, that my narcissistic mother, she's not biologically my mother, so yeah, I wanted to let y'all hear that for a reason because the Holy Spirit wanted me to record this part, so to record it. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining. Welcome to Powerful Moments, where truth shakes chains and healing begins with the sound of your own voice. I'm your host, D. Fresh King, and today I'm telling a story that's been locked in the shadows for far too long. My story. I'm going to tell you guys all about my story. The Fresh King's story isn't just a tale of pain. It's a journey of survival and identity and reclaiming power. Raised under the roof of a woman who was never biologically his mother, the Fresh King was subjected to the toxic grip of narcissists. As you can hear in the background, the narcissistic mother who thinks that she is the biological mother, but she's not. So he was never a biological mother at all. So the Fresh King was subjected to the toxic grip of narcissists. From a young age, he endured brutal name calling that chipped away his confidence. He was blamed constantly for things he never did, accused without reason, and this was all when I got older. Accused without reasoning and painted as the villain in a narrative he never wrote. That's what she has been doing. This woman that you heard, who called herself his mother, mastered manipulation along with someone she referred to as his sister. They worked in tandem to twist the truth, creating lies that left DeFresh isolated and misunderstood. Violence wasn't rare. He was disrespected in every way imaginable, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. One of the most heartbreaking betrayals came when she stole, the lady who you're hearing right now, she stole the funds he had saved to get his driver's license. The money meant for freedom was taken to keep him trapped. For over 15 years, he held on to nothing but a permit. His dreams of independence constantly delayed by her control. But the worst wound came when he uncovered the ultimate deception. She had changed his sex at birth, raising him as a girl even though he was born a boy, which is myself. She denied him the right to his identity, manipulating the very core of who he was. Discovering the truth shook his world, but it also sparked a fire inside him. Though he wanted to leave countless times, he couldn't. The web of control she spun around him was thick with fear, guilt, and obligation. But D. Fresh King refused to let that be the end of his story. His journey is one of the powerful movements, step by step reclaiming his voice, his name, his body, and his purpose. Through music, ministry, and truth-telling, D. Fresh King is no longer a prisoner of someone else's lies. He is living a testament of resilience. This is not just a survivor story. This is a king's testimony. Despite the turmoil, D. Fresh King carried a quiet strength. Every day he woke up in that house was a battle, fighting to protect his spirit from the manipulation, the gaslighting, and the emotional warfare that had become his daily reality. She told him who he was, but she lied. She told him he was a girl, stripped him of his masculinity, and controlled every aspect of his image, his clothing, his speech, even how he walked. She tried to shape him into something he was not. For years he lived a false identity that never fit, confused and burdened by the lie that had been forced on him. He always felt something wasn't right. The truth came like a storm, undeniable and powerful. He found out he was born a boy. That revelation shattered everything and simultaneously set something free inside of him. For the first time, things made sense. His reflection, his voice, his spirit, it all aligned, but it also made the abuse feel even heavier. She didn't just lie, she stole his identity. The world saw someone that wasn't him, and it wasn't by choice. In the background, he was dreaming big, writing music, thinking of escape, longing for peace. But every time he tried to rise, she knocked him down. When opportunities came, she sabotaged them. When he saved money, she found ways to take it. That stolen money for his license wasn't just financial, it was symbolic. She robbed him of freedom. Every year that passed with just a permit was a reminder that he wasn't living on his own terms. And the so-called sister, she played her role in the cycle, laughing at his pain, siding with the abuser, and adding to the mental games. Lies were their currency. Control was their obsession. But in the quiet, the fresh king built resilience. In the darkness, he found God. He started to speak his truth, even if his voice trembled. He began writing his story, recording his music, reclaiming his name. The Fresh King, a name rooted in identity, faith, and power. He may have lost years, but he didn't lose his destiny. He's not a victim, he's a victor. This is only the beginning of his legacy, a legacy born from fire but forged by faith. And I can tell you guys, to be honest with you, I was shocked by what I've found out about all of this information. It was the Holy Spirit told me exactly what happened that when I was a kid, because to be honest with you, when I was born, the thing is, there was no pictures of me when I was being born, when I was being thing. There wasn't any. And I had the feeling, growing up, I had the feeling that I didn't belong in the family. And the only person that cared about me and loved me the most was my grandmother. Although she was not biologically my grandmother, but she take me under her wing. She's the one that played the role of a mother and a father to me by teaching me the ways of life when I was a kid. Teaching me the ways of life. She taught me how to be the person who I was meant to be. She taught me how to wash my clothes, wash my underwear. She taught me how to do that. She instilled to me greatness to this day. And the thing is that she passed away while I was working at Walmart in 2017. She passed away on January 15, and she was sick in December. And the thing is this, guys, she passed away in the room that I am in. So if you watch the previous episode where you see me do episodes in my bedroom, yes, she died in this bedroom. Of all the rooms, she died in here. She died in the comfort, because she knew about that I didn't belong. She knew I didn't belong, but she knew. But the things that she was trying in her power to tell me, but she didn't get a chance to, because it was her time. It was her time. So yeah, it was her time. And the beauty is that she made me into who I am, and she made me to do that, which is amazing. And the and also her daughter, is the one that did a lot of bad things to me. She called me names that I can't even say on here. And she knew that her daughter was stole me from my biological parents. She had the feeling that she had a feeling that because I was a baby, so she knew that something was off. She knew that something was off, and because her daughter lied to her that I was her child. That's the thing she taught. And not only just that, she manipulated me as well. As I grow older, she manipulated me by telling people, trying to manipulate me, trying to tell lies on me. She has done, there's a lot of constant false accusations that she has accused me of a lot of things. And it makes me like vulnerable, but the Holy Spirit kept me going because of who I was born. I was born to for greatness, and the Holy Spirit allowed me to keep going. And the Holy Spirit knew that when I get older, to let me know what's going on, because when I was a kid, I didn't know what was going on. So the Holy Spirit told me everything about, and she exposed herself by, I remember I did a live episode. And then I was talking about a topic about being born, being born a boy, and being in a female body. And she went off, and this lady who claimed to be my mother, who's a narcissist, she's the one that kidnapped me when I was a kid. She kidnapped me from my biological mother. And how I know that, I know the Holy Spirit revealed that to me, that because the Holy Spirit has never called me by that name, Danica. The Holy Spirit has called me by my biological name, which is Thomas, like Thomas. And the Holy Spirit know that I had a name, and I was named after my dad, my biological dad. So yeah, I was named after my biological dad, and from my mother as well, my biological mother. And the thing is, I'm gonna say how my so-called sister, who claims she's not biological, my sister, she turned people against me by going to other people, and she let them think that I'm a bad person. They always use mental illness as a excuse. She does that. She used mental health as an excuse, saying that, oh, she got mental health. And the thing is, this, guys, she used all that as an excuse. And then on top of it, the narcissist lady who claims to be my mother, she's the one that has mental illness. How I know? She has bipolar disorder. She had different mood swings. One minute she's happy, the next minute she is there. So she has bipolar disorder. And the reason why I'm saying this is because of this is a part of my story, and this is what I found out. And because how I know, because I'm not only just a therapist, I'm a life coach, and I'm also a pastor. And all of what I've become has made me who I am. And that's what it is, guys. And how I'm gonna tell you a bit on how my narcissistic sister turned people against me. She did tell people, who she probably tell her friends that too, that because she started telling her friends about me and stuff, and tell people about me, about who I am and and my narcissistic sister, she has been violent with me. And when I mean she has been violent, I remember I was, because I do go to Full Sail University online, and to make a long story short, I was minding my business, and I was in the middle of an orientation week. orientation with, and she went off on me. I didn't, and the thing is, this guys, I'd never do anything to this lady. I did not do anything to this lady, and then all of a sudden, she just got up. And guys, when I mean I was in the middle of orientation, guys, and a lucky thing I put the thing on mute, because yeah, lucky thing they put it on mute, because if that person would have heard it, if somebody did hear it, I full say they're gonna end up calling the cops, and the cops either come in. Yeah, so lucky thing it wasn't on it wasn't on Zoom, because they would have heard it and called the cops. So yes, guys, I make a long story short on that. She got violent with me. She got up in my face for nothing. And the thing is, this guys, it just came out of nowhere, and all because, guys, all because of some food, some food. My narcissistic mother, who claimed to, and not biologically my mother, she offered me soup, and then all of a sudden, and I did say thank you. I did say thank you, and then and then the narcissistic, my narcissistic sister, who claimed to be my sister, said, "Oh, did you say thank you?" I'm like, and I was like, to be honest with you, I was confused, because, yeah, I was really confused, because I was like, she was like, in a different area. She was over there, and she's a different area, and she went off on me. And make a long story short, she come up in my face, and she knocked my laptop, and guys, my laptop almost fall, guys. My laptop almost fall. When I mean it almost fall on the floor, guys, a lucky thing my body ended up catching my laptop, which is great, because that my laptop was caught by my body. My body caught my laptop, which is amazing to know that that it caught it. So I'm very grateful that so that's what it is. And not just on that shit, and there are countless times where she get up in my face. She claims to be my sister. How I know? I remember and to be honest with you, it's hard to talk about, because it's just hard to talk about. You know what I mean? How somebody who claim to be your family trying to hurt you, but they're not biologically my family. And it just, to be honest with you, it hurts, to be honest with you, to know that people are willing to do something like that, when it kind of hurts. But God kept me through it, and it took, as I said, it made me confused, and I was lonely, and with God kept me through. And if it wasn't for God, I would not be sharing this. It's it's kind of hard to speak about it, because to know that somebody would do that, it hurt. But sorry about that, guys. I had to. It's hard to talk about it. It's just hard to talk about it. It's hard, because to know that these people did that to me, and not only just that, as I said before, that this lady who claimed to be my mother, who's a narcissist, she keep on saying I'm her daughter, but she's not, because she knew that I'm not a daughter. She knew that. She knew for a fact that that I was not born a girl. I was born a boy. She keep on telling people, what's that? And it's crazy to know that she is telling people, she's saying people, And how I found out I was born a boy and not a girl, as I said it before, it was when the Holy Spirit told me the answer. And then when I did that topic, as I told you about, she went off and go off about she was loud, and I think you guys probably heard it because it was on live. So she confirmed it. She just confirmed it that I was born a boy and not a girl. You know, and guys, to be honest with you, I felt shocked to know that when the Holy Spirit told me that I was born a boy, I was shocked, and I was angry to know that they she would do something like that by she will jeopardize my identity, and yeah, and all because she doesn't want my biological parents to know who I am. But come to find out, I already know who my biological parents are. I can't tell you too much. All I know, they are famous. That's it. That's all I can tell you, that my biological parents are famous, and they are and I know you guys are going to find out, say, I know you guys are going to say, do you know who my biological parents is? I do know. And I was doing a little reading about them. I was doing a little reading about them. And I'm going to reflect on what it's like living in a false identity for so long. It's, to be honest with you, it's lonely. It was lonely. I knew on the inside, I know I was not who I was not born a girl. I just knew. I knew it's living a false identity for over 36 years of my life is crazy to know that. It's crazy to know that I was living a false identity. And my manhood, oh my God. Guys, my manhood has been taken away from me. It's, to be honest with you. And I knew, the thing is, I knew I was not. I keep telling myself, that's why I keep acting boyish ways, always dress up in a baggy clothes and all that kind of stuff, and act and the thing is, my personality is male, and I'm acting more of a male than a female. You know what I mean? And I want you guys, and this is my story, and faith has helped me to start reclaiming my identity. That's why if I have faith in God, I have faith in Him, and it was the Holy Spirit that keep me going, and that's the beauty of it. Yeah, so I'm that's the beauty of it. And as I said, I remember I told you about she stole everything. Yes, she did. And I feel the abuse. Then I'm gonna discuss how narcissistic abuse keeps people trapped physically and emotionally by people trying to control you because of they're trying to control you because they don't want you to know your identity. That's what it is. That's what happened. She doesn't want me to know my identity, my who I am really. So yeah. So to be honest with you, I am very words gonna express how much I feel, guys, because I can't believe it that happened. Yeah. And God showed up in my life in ways He showed up in my life because the Holy Spirit know I wouldn't know about this. It was the Holy Spirit that told me about this information, and I know it was from God. How I know it was God, He shared me in different ways. That's how I share it in podcasting every ways. And how music and ministry and truth help me break free is by keep consistently doing music, ministry, and I just keep going. I just keep going. I was told from them that, I was told from my narcissistic mother that, oh she was talking bad about me in ministry. She disrespected me, saying that I shouldn't be in ministry, and laughing in my face when I'm recording my podcast or in ministry, and she disrespected me, but I kept going. The Holy Spirit said I should keep going because I have a destiny place in my life. And I encourage you guys, if you're going through the similar experiences, you're not alone. You're not alone. Give this video a thumbs up, and turn on notification bell. That lets you guys know that you guys, it gets better. And I'm going to tell you guys, you're not crazy. Because I was told that I was crazy, and the Holy Spirit said you're not. And I'm here to tell you, you are not crazy, and you are not alone. Your story matters. They tried to bury me, but they didn't know I was a seed. And now I am growing roots in truth, rising in faith, and moving with power. If this episode spoke to you, I want you to share it. I want you to hit that subscribe button and keep walking in your truth. This is D Fresh King, and this was Powerful Movements. Thank you. Y'all, don't miss out. Head to powerfulmovementspodcast.com/store and grab your Powerful Movement Podcast merch today. Be bold, be inspired, be part of the movement.